The worst accident in the history of nuclear power generation was the Chernobyl disaster. It occurred in 1986 in Ukraine, which was then part of the Soviet Union. The accident caused large amounts of radioactive particles to be released into the air. It caused illness and death in the local population and left the land in the area unusable. Many thousands of people had to leave their homes. The radioactivity spread over much of Europe, contaminating crops and livestock in some neighboring countries. The Chernobyl power station was located near the town of Pripyat. Technicians made a series of mistakes while testing a reactor that caused the reactor to become unstable. At 1:23 a.m. on April 26, 1986, the chain reaction in the core went out of control. Several explosions triggered a large fireball. It blew off the heavy steel and concrete lid of the reactor, which released radioactive material into the atmosphere. Air currents then carried it great distances. The Soviet government tried to cover up the incident, so people continued to live there. But if they knew how dangerous it was, they could save their lives and health by leaving the place immediately after the tragedy. It's a pity, but they didn't. 2 Chernobyl plant workers died due to the explosion on the night of the accident, and a further 28 people died within a few weeks as a result of acute radiation syndrome. The total number of deaths already attributable to Chernobyl or expected in the future over the lifetime of emergency workers and local residents in the most contaminated areas is estimated to be about 4,000. 350,000 people were evacuated as a result of the accident, but resettlement of areas from which people were relocated is ongoing. After the accident, we found quite a few mutants of animals that remained there. The pine forest took on a powerful dose of radiation. Some of his trees just fell to the ground as if someone had cut them down with a chainsaw. The rest of them turned a brownish red color and shone a little bit at night. Now it is called the Red Forest. In the 21st century, Chernobyl became a tourist attraction with several companies offering guided tours. But however, Chernobyl is one of those few places where people do not interfere with nature now, and it has its positive consequences. Despite of the amount of radiation, the fauna thrives there. Even those species of animals appear that, as mankind thought, were already extinct. For example, Przewalski's horses, which remained only in reserves, actively live in this area. The main predator is the European lynx. They have no one to be afraid of, so they hunt even during the day. Lynx never existed on the territory of Ukraine before. Also wolves, raccoon dogs, bears, moose, and bison. The last bison, according to human opinion, died out in the 19th century, but apparently not here. Modern Pripyat is a model of life without a person. This is a great opportunity for specialists to study rare species of animals, and for ordinary people, a reminder that we are not the kings of nature.